All right, folks, we've been covering the issue of voting in this country, and it is just utterly strange, I mean, in terms of what we've been dealing with. First of all, Republicans have been doing their part to pass all these voter suppression bills, which we've been seeing lots of that happening. Um, and one of the things in Tennessee, remember we covered the story where they were literally trying to criminalize folks who were registering those to vote? Yeah, okay. And that was being fought by civil rights organizations. Now we have this incredible story that is unbelievable, shocking, and ridiculous. Pam Moses is going to spend the next 6 years in jail, in prison. Why? Because she was found guilty of trying to illegally register to vote in 2019. Now, folks, Moore was permanently deemed ineligible to vote in Tennessee because of her 2015 tampering with evidence conviction. But she only voted because of a mistake by the state's Department of Corrections. I know you may be saying, okay, this is wild, this is crazy, but we're going to unpack this here with attorney Dr. Bide Anyanwu, hope I say that correctly, as well as activist Dawn Harrington, the executive director of Free Hearts. Let's, okay, so that was a thread that I saw that was an unbelievable thread on Twitter where they laid out where a letter was even presented in court saying this was incorrect, this wasn't her fault. I mean, they laid out, anybody who saw all these basic facts will conclude, yo, it was a basic mistake, folks screwed up. The woman shouldn't be going to prison. What the hell happened? What happened here? Attorney, you can go ahead and start first.
Well, thank you for having me. This is something that each time since the sentence was handed down, I reflect on why did this happen? Why was she sentenced? Why is she serving time on mistakes that were made by the Department of Corrections? Your opening says something about trying to illegally vote. No, she did not try to illegally vote. She tried to register to legitimize herself to get back into the voting record. That's basically what it's all about. And she did not falsify any document. She went to the appropriate department. The department that is the keeper of records, corrections department, to verify that the time that was handed to her has expired. And that department of records ascertained that her time has expired. And with that information, she proceeded to the court to get to get the court to certify that her time has expired. She was slammed with falsification of documents. Not just that, the judge on the case, over time, stated that she tricked the probation department. Tricked. So it calls to question how this judge is able to know what you and I are thinking as we speak right now. And where that judge failed to know what you and I are thinking, It calls to question why that judge should still be there as a judge. And where that judge is unable to also understand that the keeper of records is the Department of Corrections, it also calls to question why that judge should be there. I analogize it to going to a college campus, going to the president's office asking for your transcript. Compare that to going to the board of trustees, going to get your transcript, and then compare that to going to the registrar's office for your transcript. Which of the three offices is the keeper of the student's record? The registrar's office. And that is where she went. She went to the Department of Corrections, the keeper of her record. How long she has served, and with that, she did everything humanly possible, legally, to get her rights to vote restored, in order not to be disenfranchised. Rather, what she got was 6 years and a day. And that is mind-boggling.
I want to pull Don into this conversation. Don, it just, again, if anyone with a brain just followed what happened here, you had a series of mistakes that took place. 6 years in prison. I mean, the cost. If you said the average cost to taxpayers is to incarcerate someone, let's say it's 25 grand in Tennessee, you're going to spend $150,000 of taxpayer money because somebody tried to register to vote? Seriously?
And you know what? The thing that we see in our work all the time, there are so many mistakes. The fact that the state made a mistake on Pamela Moses' case is not an anomaly. With Free Hearts, we work with people all across the state, over 1,000 people in every single county with getting their voting rights back. And literally, it's a roll of the dice if the information that you're going to get is correct or if it's not going to be correct. Tennessee disenfranchises over 450,000 people, and there's over 365,000 people who are off supervision and might be able to get their voting rights restored. But since 2016, only 3,400 people have been able to get their rights restored. And so this is voter suppression, and specifically about suppressing the Black vote. This was specifically in Pam Moses's case, very vindictive. The judge was extremely biased. And in comparison, one of our white formerly incarcerated sisters that's in our organization, when she tried to register to vote and she was not eligible, she received a letter that said, please be advised that your voting rights in Sullivan County, Tennessee cannot be restored at this time for the reasons listed below. This is our first time seeing that someone actually getting criminalized for the mistakes that they make so often, to the point we filed a lawsuit with Campaign Legal Center, Equal Justice Under the Law, Tennessee, NAACP, and Baker Donaldson. So, this is very clear what we're talking about here, in the same city that assassinated Martin Luther King. And, the governor really needs to grant her clemency and let her out, because this is unacceptable.
First of all, what is that, Bidi? What is that possibility? So what's your next legal step? What's next for you?
She has some legal remedies. One of them is to file a motion for a new trial. The next one is perfecting her appeal by filing notice of appeal in her case, assuming that the judge did not grant motion for a new trial. and also an appeals bond, so she can be out pending her appeal. But the judge denied that motion as well. So at this time, there are two motions that will be. One is to file a motion for a new trial, and if that is denied, is to file an appeal with the Tennessee Court of Criminal Appeals.
Dawn, what's next for you and others there? Because this is just outrageous.
So we're just going to keep fighting. Right now, we're raising money for Pam's legal defense, and people can send money at Cash App P. Moses. We're also getting together a petition because while the other remedies are being worked on, the governor can actually grant her clemency. And the petition is bit.ly/free P. Moses. And we're just trying to raise awareness to as many people as we can. And hopefully everybody is as outraged as we are, because at the end of the day, she should never be incarcerated right now for the mistakes of the state.
All right, folks, we certainly appreciate both of you, and hopefully the best happens, and she doesn't have to spend time in prison as a result of this basic mistake. Thanks a lot. Folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Time to be smart.
Roland Martin's doing this every day.
Oh, no punches!
Thank you, Roland Martin, for always giving voice to the issues.
Look for Roland Martin in the whirlwind, to quote Marcus Garvey again.
The video looks phenomenal, so I'm really excited to see it on my big screen.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
I got to defer to the brilliance of Dr. Carr and to the brilliance of the Black Star Network.
I am rolling with Roland all the way. Honored to be on a show that you own. A black man owns the show.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
I'm real revolutionary right now. Roland was amazing on there.
Stay black. I love y'all.
I can't commend you enough about this platform that you've created for us to be able to share who we are, what we're doing in the world, and the impact that we're having.
Let's be smart. Bring your eyeballs home.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
You dig?